Hello everyone, Clean here, and welcome back to the Edain mod, where we're doing another little mini-series, which I got the idea from a comment, saying that they still find Misty Mountains a bit too difficult to play against. Well, I'm now going to be doing a guide with every faction on how best to beat the Misty Mountains. Which, to be fair, is going to be mostly me winging it, I'm not going to lie. But it's still going to work anyway, because I feel like the Misty Mountains have a few very obvious weaknesses. One of them is small maps, which perfectly ties into the East Bite map. It's quite a small map, not a lot of open space for building. I'm going to start off with Gondor, because Gondor in general is already a strong faction. Doesn't need a lot of ways to improve upon itself. So I think this is the perfect example on how to beat the Misty Mountains as Gondor. Just play Gondor. There's not a lot to explain. Get a triple blacksmith. Get Pippin for some extra vision. A barracks, since we will want swordsmen and spearmen regardless of the map. And we'll build a double farm for more resources to set us up at 5 in the early game. And then move to take out some layers. Let's get some extra vision from Pippin. And I do believe there are some spiders up here. There's the goblins. Now, first thing to note about goblins, never let them get a outpost. And if they do, make sure it's just an ordinary outpost, not a outpost where they can spawn mountain giants from. I can't remember, I think it's the fissure. Don't let them get a fissure. That's when you have to start dealing with the mountain giants. And you don't want to deal with mountain giants. They're a headache to try and fight against. And so I'm going to do what I can to take this outpost as soon as possible and force them to sit in a corner. Doing this is one of the best ways to deal with the goblins, is because they need to expand. Without expanding to settlements and outposts, they don't have any real economy. Especially if they don't have any map space, because that's how they build Gondor, that's how they build Goblin Town, their economic hub, outside of their free plot base. And for a camp, that's really bad for an early game to have no actual strength. So I'm going to do what I can to hold this position, not let them take it. Get another unit of swordsmen, get some vision, and you can see they're not moving forward. Those 2 units they've already used have already used up what strength they have. They've built a drum somewhere, that's why they got the extra movement speed. Yeah, they're just stuck building basic goblins, and my Gondor soldiers are a lot tougher than them. I just want to keep chasing them for now.
So quiet.
Let one unit deal with that, and let the others just keep destroying this spider layer so I can take that outpost quickly. And if I can rack up the resources fast enough, I build it into a border stronghold. That is very good against goblins, especially if they don't get monsters like trolls. Which they won't get on a map this small without building a troll lair. Or if they get lucky with their untamed legions, which they never do. Okay, now we're fixed in combat. Let's get the block formation from bonus defenses. Keep using Pippin's vision so I can see what's coming up. Just more basic goblins. Now I need to beat these down quick enough so I can take this outpost from them. Gonna put Baragon on speed dial. If he comes up, if we can take this settlement before he shows up, well, let's outpost even before he shows up, then we'll take it. But it's not looking like that's gonna happen. So yeah, we've got Baragon on the way. And all our units are fighting to protect this outpost. Not let them get it. And now we've got 2 power points so we can get a lone tower to defend this outpost from the goblins. And with Baragon's ability, once it gets close enough, we'll have some extra defenders, which is very good. I'm also just recruiting more soldiers in the first place because we lost a lot holding on to this outpost. And we've held on to it. And now we just need 1,500 to hold on to it permanently. So there's no way those goblins can take out a border stronghold.
I've always been taller than you. quiet.
We ignore their
So
advancements.
quiet.
We send Pippin on his own to throw some stones at them,
May you give good counsel to all.
There was this large
so we can get some experience as well.
and we smoked all of it. And then
And then we also use Baragon's ability to do that. Just need to make sure we hold on to this and don't let them take it.
I had the loveliest dream last night.
Yep, that's their power already.
There was this
Expended.
large barrel full of pipeweed, and we smoked all of it. And then you were sick.
And now we have the Border Stronghold. Yes, there's a lot of our resources. And now they're also building Goblin Town. But look at how little space they have. They're not going to be able to build a lot. Even with the AI, with their little nuanced cheats, won't be able to build a lot from
There was
this.
this large barrel.
Make sure all our full unit troops of soldiers stay in the front. Everyone else falls back to the well to heal.
I don't want
Heroes,
to
you
do
don't
that.
fall back. You don't need to fall back. I
Waiting
want you
on
to
the
stay in
edge
the
of-
front.
I can't escape
In
seeing
fact,
you.
some of you go and take that spider lair and that settlement for me,
Evil times.
if you could, and this settlement as well. And we'll build this one as a ranger tent for some extra protection.
So
And then
quiet.
we'll build this one into a signal fire, so we have bonus troops. Troops that I will also add are good against goblins while they don't have armor,
I'd give anything for a whiff
which
of
goblins can get armor, but I've never seen the AI do it often. House of Healing would be good, but don't need the extra healing right now since we've built the well. And yeah, they're coming in with several units of goblins all at once, but that still doesn't mean a lot against me at the moment.
sort of it. And then you were sick.
Build another ranger tent. And then we're going to start looking at improving our economy, because we've been falling behind on that, trying to gain a foothold. Against the goblins, you need to be aggressive. You can't sit back thinking everything's going to be okay.
That was close.
You have to really learn to push ahead
Evil times.
and do whatever you can to stop them from gaining even an inch of ground.
This large barrel full of pipeweed.
Because yeah, they've now got that power that spawns nonsense for a while. Just ignore that and focus on getting our economy up. In fact, make it the settlers tools, because we've only got 3 actual resource buildings. Get rid of the well back there, get the House of Healing, since I now have the outpost, so our troops can just heal while protecting us at the same time.
There was this large barrel full
And
of
most of these troops away,
and we smoked all
the
of it.
Rangers can defend against that. They've got the Great Goblin. I don't think he's good against Spearmen.
Give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
But we'll have the tower on here attack him as well. And then we'll get the reinforced garrison. To give us some extra help defending this settlement outpost. Everyone block position.
Was it? It's got to count for something.
He's running away, scared. Cause that's Smaug, what the hell? Everyone stop being so clumped together.
There was this large barrel full of pipeweed.
Okay, he's just a roaming thing, I can't get rid of him
You were sick.
right now. But an archery range can. That's what I need.
The loveliest
Yeah,
dream last
smell
night.
does happen. And yes, I did sound a little bit scared, but that's just the initial shock you get when you see a giant dragon flying up from out of nowhere.
Can't escape.
Can't deny, it gave me a few shivers. But I still own most of the map. He's getting slowly shot down. And it won't be long until he is dead as well.
Waiting on the edge of that escapes even worse.
And we're about to get the banners, so this base is about to get even tougher to defeat.
That's nice.
We have the White Wizard.
Now, I can't just fight against Smaug directly. So let's see if he'll just die indirectly.
There was this large barrel.
There's the 3 troll brothers in one body.
Then
They can't all exist at once without leveling up first. Get 1 unit of Don Amroth soldiers for the extra damage boost they give. Get some more
We have the White Wizard.
upgrades. In fact, no, don't get workers, get settlers tools. That way we can buy rangers, and they're really good against Smaug.
So quiet.
And let's get more soldiers. I might want to invest in Denethor soon. As well as just, you know, fiefdom troops, because that's really good.
Waiting on the edge of can't escape is even worse.
I'd give
I
anything
think we're running low on troops.
The shadow is low in the This is a great war.
Can Baragon live long enough? Yes, he can.
Dolemroth and Gondor.
Just keep focusing Smaug.
We have ever dealt in the sight of that shadow.
Soldier battalion standing by.
Get a bit of everything with banner carriers.
Soldier battalion standing by.
Don't want to be in a bad
Smaug will be dead soon.
waiting on the edge of
We have ever
can't
dealt
escape
in the
is
sight
even
of that
worse.
shadow.
There he goes.
Soldiers at the ready.
And all things are balanced again. Pippin died, which is a shame, but it's not exactly a... That's a big loss.
Mother them! Hold them here!
Soldier battalion standing by.
But we're still doing absolutely fine. Because they just built a bunch of archers, and we're not dealing with them.
Standing by. Ready to go. Move it. Draw your swords.
Make sure we're actually killing those goblins.
Sound the alarm! Victory and glory!
Oh, command point cap, damn. Forgot about that.
Soldier battalion standing by.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have kept building more troops. Oh, they're starting to get wargs now. Drat. I should get some spearmen to do with that. But they do knock back. They're not as tanky as other cavalry, but at the same time, they are also still cavalry. And we just lost a lot.
They have attacked!
Of both our heroes. And the tower. But we still have the outpost. That's the main thing, is that they don't have an outpost. They are summoning layers though. Let's get rid of that. And let's get back Baragon. And get another pantry while we're at it. More troops are being recruited as our troops are diminishing. We have 5 power points now, so... Oh no, 1 power point away. 1 power point away from assistance in times of need, and then we can just spam fiefdom troops till the cows come home. And that will be the goblins dealt with. Not my smoothest game, but definitely not my worst. So yeah, once we just get to spamming fiefdoms, we can get all our heroes, which will be a very big help to dealing with goblins, especially Gandalf. Gandalf and Aragorn are very good against goblins, because you need to deal with their heroes.
Archers, move out!
I also want to deal with those wargs. Then again, wargs are still better than trolls, so I'll take my victories where I can. Get Boromir next, since he buffs our troops as well. I think those soldiers are just going to stay there now. They're dead.
Stand ready, archers! The enemy is here!
Get more of everything.
Sound the alarm!
Baragon will be back soon. Let's get Pippin back as well. And then build a tower. Yeah, the one thing about goblins you have to always be aware of, they will outnumber you. If you don't outnumber them, they will outnumber you. And they do it shockingly well. Make sure that building doesn't fall. I don't want them taking any ground where I can help it. At the same time, we're not gaining ground.
So I imagine this is just a ceremonial position. You don't actually expect me to
Give
do
Pippin
anything.
some extra armor since he is going to be in the front line with everyone else.
Glory! Archers at the ready!
Our troops are now coming in fully upgraded, fully armed, and filthy. Baragon, can I get you close enough for a quick top up on that? Nope. Then let's just give you a quick top up on this. Give our troops some extra reinforcements. But barrage is good as well. Barrage can do very good against goblins to their low health.
Waiting in the edge.
Just use the horn for extra damage.
Soldier battalion at
Next I want Faramir. He also has some nice AoE damage. I'm probably getting rid of this archery range and make it a stables. No. Map's too small to have cavalry. I'd rather just get fire arrows and rangers. We have a strong pike infantry front line. Request aid from Pelagia.
Quiet. How did they die?
And yeah, another thing about wargs, they're not good against archers. They're good at charging them down, they're not good against archer fire. Not like most cavalry. Yeah, those goblins go out in one shot each. Very good. Get a unit of Dolamanov soldiers again. With them, we can get a bonus buff to our damage. Next up will be Imrahil himself, because he gives a buff to all
Waiting on the edge of one. I can't
fiefdom troops, which do include the Knights of Dolamanov themselves.
I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
And now we're starting to outnumber them. Very going to step back for a second and try and get me that fiefdom buff again. Oh, it's fun. But like I've already said, Gondor is just overpowered. Always have been, always will be. But it's just even better now, they look so awesome.
We have the white wizard.
And there we go, we're knocking down the doors of Goblin Town. Get a good view of everything. Yeah, that's the Warg lair. And a spider's nest they took over earlier.
You were sick.
Be on guard.
Keep up the
Get Imrahil.
It was this large
Again for the damage
full
buff.
of pipeweed. Then we smoked
I will make a pure damage buff. We don't need armor against a base that has no defenses. Man, 2 defenses. Can't get Eagle, so we'll get Barrage. And throw it around top of those archers. See how quickly they die. Yeah, look at that. 3 small boulders from a tier 2 power, and they're already knocking on death's door. And there goes their recruitment building as well. And bye-bye Goblin Town.
But waiting on the edge of one, I can't escape.
Get some more
is
aid
even
from
worse.
Pelagia.
will lead this army.
And then also some aid from Lasarnak. And God, they do all stack together. Just make sure I get them by having enough pantry.
I don't want to be in a battle.
Use the defenses on the building to fight back. Use Boromir's horn to slow them down. And look at that, we're already on their doorstep and they've not been able to do anything else. Because all they've done is spam troops, they've not got any better heroes, they've only got the Hunter. Or I can't remember what he's called from the first hobby movie, Lugdush, was it? Well, he's dead now.
This is our land.
All our fiefdom troops, 30% attack damage. That's like, that is a Horn of Gondor on permanent command. So strong. And now this is the end of the Misty Mountains against Gondor.
Waiting
Sure, it took a little bit of cheese to win. Sure, it took me stealing the outpost and using a very small map to beat them. But that is how you beat the Misty Mountains. On any map, you just have to not let them take ground. And the best way to do that is to be hyper-aggressive. And I mean hyper-aggressive. You can't be sitting around, letting yourself build up. You've got to be constantly punching at the door, waiting until it breaks. Because at some point, AI do start getting weaker if they're not actually getting stronger through expansion. And that is why I beat them in 18 minutes. Oh, that felt good. Obviously, I could have done that with any faction on this map. The East Bite map is probably one of the best maps to fight against the Misty Mountains. They have no breathing room. They have no expansion room. Other than if they don't take their outpost, they're finished. They can't expand. If they're constantly knocking on your door, it'll only be a matter of time before you break. It works both ways. But it works really well if you're the aggressor and you're just constantly putting on the pressure. Gondor does it the best, because of the fact they can just spam troops and spam good troops. Rohan, I say, is another good example, and we'll be showing them off next time. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Farewell.